Turn it inside out. Today on Fortitude through Stoicism, of my 365-day journey of implementing the ancient philosophy of Stoicism into the life of this modern masculine man. Let's pause and recap. What is fortitude? Fortitude is the strength of mind. It is my consulting company. It is my brand. I've always understood that everything comes from mindset. And once you win the war in your mind, everything is possible. So I started this journey because I realized that I had a chink in my character armor. I would allow situations that were outside my control to elicit some type of emotional response in me. I didn't like other people having that kind of control. I didn't like that energy release preventing me from focusing on a better outcome. But most importantly, I didn't want people renting space in my head for free. It is perhaps my biggest challenge. And so I decided to spend 2024 doing a deep dive into this ancient philosophy that was created about 300 years before Christ. There's three main influencers that we follow: Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca. Marcus Aurelius was the Roman emperor. Epictetus was a slave. So you can see that both sides of the socioeconomic spectrum, Stoicism has a place. So today's quote, after a little recap, because this entire month is about unbiased thoughts. Remember, wisdom comes from critical thinking. So the quote, Marcus Aurelius: turn it inside out and see what it's like. What it becomes like when old, sick, or prostituting itself. How short-lived the praiser and the praise. The one who remembers and the remembered. Remembered in some corner of these parts, and even not in the same way by all, or even by one. And the whole earth is but a mere speck. Marcus Aurelius, what in the heck are you talking about? Really what he's saying here is that Stoicism is about looking at everything from every angle. It makes certain situations easier to understand and become clear. This is what critical thinking is all about. We don't look at a situation as positive or negative. We look at it as what it is, and we believe in acceptance. Now, we also believe we can put all of our control into the things, or all of our focus into the things we can control. So by examining situations on the inside and out, what will you find? Let's take fear. Fear is a great one. The reason why I bring up fear is 60% of the population is emotion-based thinkers. Minimum. And one of the biggest things that holds back emotion-based thinkers is fear. So let's examine this. Let's think about something that you've been afraid of. Completely afraid of, that held you back from doing the thing, or that held you back temporarily from doing the thing. All that stuff that we created in our mind, that fear-based idea or ideology, was it reality? Was it as bad as we really created in our mind? Now I'm going to use my friend Kristen, because she just came and visited me in Tampa, and she had a lot of anxiety. So for years, it took her a lot of work to even get out of the house. But she also has a fear of flight, so it took her a lot of work to get out of the house, get on a plane, fly to Tampa. Now, all of that work, all of that mental energy into overcoming the fear, was it so bad? Absolutely not. She got on the plane, got off the plane, had an amazing time, got on the plane, went home. Nothing happened, right? But all of that emotion we had to deal with. Because when you really look at it critically, when you look at it from all angles, like we're talking about here, and I'm going to use flying because I fly several times a week. Now, you could be afraid that that plane is going to crash and you're going to die. That is true. But the other day on my way to the gym, I passed 2 fatalities on the road driving. So in the course of me going from my house to the gym, I saw 2 fatalities that they were investigating. Boy, if logic served, I wouldn't get in another goddamn car, because you're so afraid to get in that plane because, well, it could crash. What's that fear rooted in? Because if you really look at it, driving is, especially in Florida, is significantly more dangerous than flying in the air. Yet our mind creates all these fancy, fear-based illusions, if you will. So, Stoicism teaches us, yes, there is negative visualization. So we look at a situation and realize what's the worst that can happen. So for me, I get on the plane, I think to myself, well, if this plane takes off and crashes, I'm gonna die. I can't do anything about it now, so put in my earbuds, put on my music, and I enjoy the flight. There's literally nothing I can do about it. And people tell me all the time, hey, travel safe, fly safe. It's not up to me. It's really not. That boulder is getting rolled off the cliff, and what happens, happens. Much is the same with much of our life, especially when we're doing things for the purpose of impressing other people or fitting in their box so it would become more palatable for them. So whatever is in your mind, stop. Look at it from different angles. Because remember, if you and I hold a beach ball up and I'm looking really close, I see red, you see blue, we're both right. Because I see red, you're saying you see blue, we're both right. But if I turn that beach ball, now we're both wrong. It's all a matter of perspective. And on that, have the most amazing day.